Okay, how do people learn about CCV? I mean, when they come, how do they learn? I mean, other than the bumper stickers, which has actually a smaller impact than you might think. A friend of mine, Ed Stetzer, he's the dean of Wheaton College up in Illinois. He's kind of the guru of church growth. He's studied this massively. And what he's discovered and proved is that of all the methods, like you could have an evangelistic campaign, you could have billboards, you could have bumper stickers, you could have TV shots or social media, those account for about 2% of those who come to church. Pastoral invite, like the pastor goes out and invites people to come to church, that's about 6% in the average church. Not in ours, because we're way outnumbered. 86% of people who come to church, 86% come because someone like you invited them. Now, I realize that inviting someone to church can be intimidating because you don't want to be that guy, that is kind of offensive or intrusive. A lot of people think that religion is like a personal faith and we don't talk about religion or politics. But do you know how many people, if you ask people, and we actually have, we've done studies on this, if you go and ask people, hey, if a friend of yours is religion is important to them, would you be offended if they talked about their faith? You know what number of people said they're not? These are unchurched people. 79% of people agree. If it's important to a friend of mine, it's not offensive if they 79%, that's 8 out of 10, or 4 out of 5. There might be one person that you talk to that goes, hey, I don't want to hear it. And then you back off. But 4 out of 5 of your friends would welcome an invite to church from you. Now, before we get into the discussion, I just want to ask a simple question, because I think this is helpful. What is the most effective kind of invite that you can have? So I think this could be helpful. What is the most effective invite that you could have? Again, we've studied this. 47% of non-Christian people said, hey, if a neighbor invited me to an event that helped make my neighborhood safer, I would be happy to go to that. 43% said, if someone invited me to a community service project, I would go to that. 36% said, if there was a church sports league or a church exercise program, I would go to that. 29%, yeah, I would go to a worship service if somebody invited me. And 20% said small groups. My guess is that there are more people interested in going to small groups now than pre-COVID, because it showed us how devastating isolation is. And my guess is that for you, maybe your first invite is to a service at CCV, or maybe is to a community service project to make your community safer or to make your community better. Perhaps it is to a personal group of exercise or an outing. Maybe it is to this group. But there are a lot of people, and a lot more than we think, who need what we have and are open to an invite. And I encourage you to test that theory. That's something worth talking about.